Hi Tony, how are you?
Hi there, Matt. I'm good, thank you. Yourself?
Yes, I'm very good, and yeah, thanks for your time. I'm sure you're all really busy at the moment.
Yeah, but it's a pleasure talking to you. No problem.
Yeah, no, I really appreciate it. So talk to me, Tony, about the last number of months. A lot of change, and what you guys at Penlon have been trying to achieve. To
Yeah,
help the current situation.
yeah, of course. March, there was a call to arms from the Cabinet Office regarding the ventilators. Penlon, being in the business of medical devices, took up that call to arms and then proceeded to provide a concept of a ventilator, of which we already had various makings of a ventilator. Um, we then joined a consortium in terms of ventilator challenge for UK, and we became part of that consortium.
Okay. And talk to me about some of the organisations that are part of the consortium and what particular challenges maybe that presented to you.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, the consortium is initially kicked off by the high volume manufacturing company Catapult, and that involved some rapid manufacturing organisations, mainly from the automotive industry. So we're talking about McLaren, Ford. We've got Airbus in there from an aerospace point of view, but companies which you could associate with rapid manufacturing. And we've joined that consortium to help produce 15,000 ventilators required for the NHS to save lives. And that brought about lots of challenges dealing and with that different supply chain and the ramp up in production.
And not least in terms of how you all talk to each other and communicate.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. One of the challenges was that we had a platform that everyone was familiar with, and could be deployed quite quickly out to use without too much trouble. It seemed to be the general consensus from the consortium guys was to use Microsoft Teams. So we adopted Teams and deployed it out very, very quickly with the help of Clarinet.
And specifically, give me some kind of idea of timescales and what you needed to do to set everybody up, because of course,
Okay. Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
because home working became part of the picture as well.
Yes, it did. It did indeed. Obviously, with the COVID-19 and the different, measures that were in place regarding lockdown and people, quite concerned of their own, obviously so with their well-being. There was a couple of challenges. One, to establish a platform for the supply chain so we could collaborate with the different partners that we're having to deal with. And then there was also thrown into the mix was people wanted to be able to work from home and still have that ability to communicate with the supply chain. Therefore, we reached out to Clarinet and said, hey, guys, I need to roll out Teams and very, very quickly. And Clarinet jumped on that straight away, knew what we were doing, knew the priority, and got things going and in a rapid way.
And I suspect as a manufacturer, which is a very kind of physical environment, that working from home virtually is probably quite new to a lot of people.
Yes, having to roll out working from home sort of strategy to a lot of our employees was new to them. We are a manufacturing company, so a lot of people, shop floor based, and the concept of working from home, though not new to Penlon, it was more at a certain level of user. If you had a laptop, you could effectively work from home with the VPN. So what we found ourselves at that challenge was to deploy VPN to people who not necessarily would work from home, but due to either having to be self-isolating, then it was a case of how quickly can we roll out and make them still part of the business and still have the engagement with them. And Teams provided that platform.
Okay, and how has Microsoft's range of products and services, I mean, you talked that it goes potentially beyond Teams, but how have Microsoft helped you and Clarinet with Microsoft?
Well, you know, like I said, reaching out to Clarinet and deploying Teams very, very quickly, and not only rolling out the actual platform, but also helping us with user training and sort of bespoke to Penlon, allowed us to rapidly onboard those users who not necessarily would work from home with the mechanisms of working from home on one platform, along with the other Microsoft products that we use anyway within the business. So they were still able to access everything they could as if they were actually, you know, on premise. Good.
And finally, how are things going? I mean, you're doing lots of really good work for the NHS. So what kind of progress are you seeing?
Yeah, well, we're seeing some really good progress now. I think some initial teething and problems that you expect with a ramp up of this degree. You know, Penlon going from 70 units maybe a week to 300, 400, 600 units on a weekly basis, gearing up to 2,000 a week. It's been a massive challenge, not only for Penlon, but also for the supply chain as well. Medical devices isn't easy. We were one of two that secured MHRA approval. Like I said, we're a medical device company anyway, so we had a head start in that regard. And with the help of the consortium, we've really started to meet that challenge of providing those units and help save lives. Our units are out there at the moment. They went to the Nightingale in various locations within the UK. So it's tough, but we're getting there.
And it's amazing, and you know, we all sort of applaud all the hard work that you're carrying out, and wish you lots of luck over the next number of months. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Matt. It's a pleasure talking to you, and I would just like to extend, if I may, my thanks to Clarinet for deploying and supporting and contributing to helping save lives. Infrastructure is an integral part of any business, and there's a lot of pressure to meet some of these challenges for the and basically, yeah, having such a good team behind me, such as Clarinet, really helped me deliver the solution to keep the communication platform going. So thank you very much.
Well, thanks for that feedback. We're all working together. So yes, I really appreciate that. And you take care. And thanks for your time, Tony.
Thanks very much, Matt. Thank you.
All right. Bye. See you.
Bye. Bye.